On the night of February the 3rd, 1944, two US Marine PB-4Y photo reconnaissance planes took off from the newly completed airstrip on Sterling Island in the Solomons. Their mission was to make a 2,000-mile round trip to photograph the combined fleet at Truk in preparation for the upcoming invasion. Flying at 20,000 feet, the PB-4Ys arrived undetected on the morning of the 4th of February. Photography was limited due to thick cloud cover, but the cameras were able to photograph Dublon and Etten Islands with its airstrips. Caught off guard with no fighter planes airborne, the Japanese scrambled two Zeks while the battleship Musashi fired upon one of the PB-4Ys. The Japanese failed to intercept, and a reconnaissance plane slipped away through cloud cover and landed back on the Solomons. Processing and analysing the photos revealed two aircraft carriers with 43 planes on their decks in such a way as to indicate they were probably being shipped out to a combat zone. The American Navy now had a golden opportunity to return a blow at a major portion of the Japanese fleet right in its own Pearl Harbor. Admiral Koga now knew his Great Fleet base was under threat, and within a few weeks the bulk of the warships had left to relocate in Palau, leaving the remaining forces and merchant ships to the mercy of American air power. 13 days after the US recon mission, Operation Hailstone commenced. On the morning of February 17, 1944, Task Force 50, which consisted of 9 aircraft carriers, commanded by Admiral Spruance, approached Truk within 100 miles to the northeast, undetected. Although the US crews were confident, little was known about the defences of Truk, and heavy casualties were to be expected. At dawn, the first wave of 70 Hellcat fighter planes approached the outer reef of Truk Lagoon, with the sole objective of gaining air supremacy by bombing the airstrips and destroying any aircraft either in the air or on the ground. For unknown reasons, the Japs were expecting a raid at a later date and were caught totally off guard. Only a handful of Japs Zeros got into the air to try and fend off the attack. They were swiftly dealt with in fierce air-to-air combat. Once the Americans had air supremacy, it was time to engage the ships. The American raid at Truk left numerous shipwrecks as divers can now explore. A scene once full of death and destruction is now transformed to a peaceful and colourful haven for corals and marine life to thrive, with the odd reminder of what really happened here in 1944.